Hey everyone, today is October 16th, 2019, and I wanted to talk about some compelling evidence that I decoded for October 18th, just 2 days away. Um, so I'm just going to kind of skip around real quick. It's almost 1 a.m. and I'm pretty tired, and since this is only a couple days away and I don't know if I have time tomorrow to make a video, I'm just going to do it right now and kind of quick. Uh, But if you haven't seen my other videos, I often use the number 322 or 911 to connect things, planetary alignments, as marker points or past events. With that being said, I'm just going to start with the death of George H.W. Bush, who died on November 30th, 2018. And he was a member of the 322 Skull and Bones Club. So, and he died exactly 322 days apart from October 18th. So that right there got my attention to try to look into things further. And actually, 322 days is 10 months and 18 days. And this is 1018, so it's kind of interesting. The 118 is kind of a connection because 1118 is the 322nd day of the year. So, but I noticed this as a day leaving 74 days remaining in the year. And if we look back to March 15th, 2019, that was the 74th day of the year. And if you don't remember what happened then, that was the New Zealand shootings, and that was a pretty big deal. As well as 7/4, 2019, that was the California earthquake, the biggest one in 20 years. And so now we're looking at a day leaving 74 days remaining. And the 322 connection, the Bush's death. So some more, it gets more interesting. So now, October 18th on the Gregorian calendar is actually 119 on the Hebrew calendar. It's Tishri 19, and 119 is 9/11 backwards. This is actually the first month. This used to be the first month in the biblical calendar, but now on the current calendar that they use, it's 119. And if we look back to April 19th, 1995, that was the Oklahoma City bombing. And that was 119 on the biblical Hebrew calendar. So that makes things more interesting. Um, so we looked at Bush's death, and now looking back a couple hundred years, not quite, but almost. Um, this right here, this is the death date of Adam Weishaupt, and he was the founder of the Illuminati. And November 18th is the 322nd day of the year, as I said before. And I just found it interesting that it connects to his death exactly 69,000 days, a big, nice round number. And 69 is at the top of the Masonic archway here. So, I don't know what that means, but it just I just found it pretty interesting. It might mean something there. Um, so I mentioned that I use planetary alignments and eclipses for marker points, and I talked about the Easter Island eclipse often, or the eclipses in the United States that were all connected to 9/11. Um, well, I mentioned about the Easter Island eclipse because right here we have the Easter Island head in IPET GOAT 2, and I talked about the Easter Island eclipse of 2010 had a 322 connection to the Indonesian tsunami. Um, and now looking at the most recent eclipse that we had, it was seen by Easter Island. That was on July 2nd, 2019. And since I was using this as a marker point, it makes things more interesting because it's exactly 3 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days apart from October 18th. Now, since we're on the subject of eclipses, this right here was the 2017 eclipse. And I have a method where I reverse the dates I've shown in my other videos that I use. And here we are. We have a connection to that 2017 eclipse. It is 22 months and 3 days. 1, 3, and multiple 2s. Doesn't matter which order. Another a rare anomaly that I look at is a great conjunction. It's a conjunction of the planets Jupiter and Saturn. It happens only every 18 years. But the one prior to 9/11 and the one after, I showed in my previous video that there was a big connection with that. And even had a 9/11 connection with Fukushima and some other events. But so the next great conjunction is on 12/21/2020. And we have the 9/11 connection, 1/9 and 2 1s, to October 18th, to the future great conjunction. And now we look at the past great conjunction, to October 18th, 2019. It's very, very close. 232 months and 2 weeks and 4 days. But if I reverse the date and include the end date there, we have a perfect 322 connection. 223 months, 2 weeks. So, just like 9/11, we have a connection to both great conjunctions. So, the evidence is getting more compelling for a possible event. Now, what else did I find here? The presidency of Donald Trump. You know, he was elected on 11/9. 9/11 backwards, 2016. And when I reverse this, 10/18, 11/9, we have 3 years in 22 days. Very interesting that it's an exact 322 connection with the election of Donald Trump. So, yeah, I said I was just going to kind of skip around. Just wanted to hurry up and make this video. But that's kind of how I make all my videos, just like that. But what else do I have here? Well, I have some interesting stock market because October 19th, 1987, that was Black Monday. That was the largest percentage drop in stock market history. It was 22.6 or 8%. It was close to 23% drop. So So we look at that, and then we look at Monday. Oops, October 19th. Monday, the following trading day, is 32 years and 2 days. So are we going to see an event on this Friday, and we're going to see a big stock market drop on Monday? I don't know for sure, but if we do, it's very interesting with this number connection I have here. Dow plunges 777 points. This was actually the largest point drop of the 2008 crash or recession. So we've had some bigger stock drops this year, but the Dow is worth a lot more. So this was a bigger percentage drop. That was on September 29th, 2008. So 9/29/2008 to our target date as exactly 11 years and 19 days. So we're going to see a big drop this Friday and Monday, coinciding with some big false flag. I don't know, but I just want to present this evidence. It makes people wake up a little bit more if you show them before something happens. Although it's very, very hard to do, it's very hard to figure out an exact event. That's why I'm not saying I don't know what could possibly happen this day, but I did find it also interesting that it connects to the Seattle 7.1 Nisqually earthquake, which is 223 months and 20 days. And we had a recent 4.5 in California the other day, and I think a 3.5. So I don't know if it's going to be another earthquake or if anything's going to happen, but this is a big watch date for something. That's all I'm going to say, something, you know. Alright, guys, I guess that's all for now. Take care. I'll talk to you next time.